Oh no. Sorry, old boy. Good grief, man. This place is so messed up. Yeah. Guys, I'm sorry. Here I'm telling you that October's coming, and I'm going to have tons and tons of videos for you on masks, and I've just completely let you down. We are 10 days into the wonderful month, and I'm so sorry. It is honestly, it's honestly been a crazy busy month so far. Good stuff happening, bad stuff happening, just life, you know. So, yeah, what are we going to talk about today? Well, we will look at some masks. We have to. It's Halloween time. It's October. It's fall. You're on a mask channel, a mask-heavy channel. This channel has other things, but so let's start off. We've got some sad news in the mask world as of October 2nd. Today's the 10th, but on October 2nd, we lost someone very, very important to the Halloween mask world. And I'm going to dedicate this video to him. And that was, we lost Mr. Chuck Curtis of Savage Eye Masks. Yes, the man behind Savage Eye. I have some great Savage Eye pieces. I just happen to have some amazing Savage Eye masks I'm going to share with you in Chuck's honor. Chuck was making masks. I have a great catalog I'm going to bring out, but he was making masks, to my knowledge, at least since the 70s. And I mean, he was way up there in age, in his 90s when he just passed. Let's see. I got a note here. How old was he? He was like 93 years old. A friend told me in my comments. 93 years old. Very sad because he made so many awesome masks. And a lot of them had like these cool bibs. I'm sure you've seen Savage Eye masks. If you're on this channel, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to grab those in a minute. And secondly, we're going to start off by telling you that there is a scammer on Mercari, that site, Mercari, whatever it's called. This person takes my eBay photos, like of this London After Midnight Halloween Society piece. Not only is it one of the most recognizable, rare pieces out there, he's using my pictures with my backgrounds, and everyone could go, that's not yours, that's Rudy's, you loser. Anyway, please report that guy, report him as a scammer, whatever you can do. I went into my account. I was kicked out of my account. Like, my name was changed. My photo was gone. I'm like, what's going on? I've had an account last month. Anyway, so now I can't comment to say this guy's a scammer. Someone else did, thank goodness. But I tried to go fix my account and then report the guy. And every time I try to go through this whole questionnaire on that site and hit enter, error. It was so frustrating. I'm like, forget this site altogether. I don't need to sell there. I don't need to buy there. Forget it. So I'd watch that because they hacked my account. I was able to change the name and password again, but I didn't change my name and stuff to what it was there. Someone got into my account on Mercari. All right. Hey, you know it's video time. So I think you see a couple of cool things on my table here. We should probably start off by talking about these cool things. If you watched the Mask Fest video, you saw us in the Horror Hound show upstairs, talking with a girl that had a bunch of skulls and stuff on a wall, and they were selling these things. And one was an exploded skull, and these move. These like all move around. You can kind of like, it's really, really well done. I've never seen anybody make something like this, you know. It's really, not since like the 1800s or something, but it's very well done, and it's a whole skull in pieces, and it's like the whole thing's very nice. Like all the work that had to go through this to put this together, it's pretty damn cool. I think these were only $175. They weren't much at all. The two-headed babies were only $85, I think. I'm like, damn, I should get both of these. Yeah, I think the prices were somewhere around there. They had a bunch of the two-headed babies, and I went back there. They had one left. I got these because my dining room upstairs has like oddities and fossils, and it's pretty cool the way we're decorating our dining room, and these just fit right in. So I had to buy them. They're just awesome. All right, let's pause. I'm gonna go run and grab these Savage Eye masks by Mr. Chuck Curtis. And we're gonna take a look at them in detail. We are back. Yes, sir. So, yeah, Chuck Curtis. I was in. I was at Mask Fest. God, where do we start? So, hold on. Stuff is so delicate. Some of the stuff is really delicate. We're gonna look at. I gotta be very careful. So, in the good old Franken-shrine, going through Frank's stuff in his room, I went, you know. It's one thing I've never experienced, maybe not since I was 18, is going through a friend's room that passed away. You know, the family members know you're close and say, go ahead, if there's anything in there you want, you know, go for it. Yeah, when I was 18, I lost my best friend, who was like a brother to me. He got killed in a car wreck, and long time ago. So, but get out of here! Get! So when it came to Frank and his collection, of course, his brother knew Frank's wishes, and he knew Frank and I were close. So I got to go through there and look through drawers with stuff that's probably been in these drawers for decades, you know, like just stacks of papers and old magazines, and I started finding old catalogs, and one of them was a Savage Eye catalog. A really, really, this has to be rare, okay? This sucker is from, oh boy, it's like, it's so neat the way he had this printed too. It's all like in sepia tones, you know, like I'll show you guys this in detail. This is something I've been holding on to, and I figure now is the time. Now is the time to show you guys this amazing catalog. Oh, because this is from the 70s. And it's just amazing. And I have some of the masks that are in this catalog are right here under this desk right now. The Savage Eye catalog, damn it. There was a date somewhere in this book. Somehow, 50 line, accessories. I think it says like new for 76 or something in here. All right, yeah. I don't know a lot about Savage Eye. Like, I don't know all there is to know, okay? I'm more of a Don Post guy, obviously. I don't know everything about Savage Eye, but this says 76 line, and I know some of the masks I'm going to show you are from the 70s, probably the early 80s, I would guess. Anyway, this catalog is so damn cool. Look at that. I've never seen one of these. I've never seen anybody have this catalog. Maybe they're out there. Maybe Savage Eye collectors have them, but really great images of Chuck's masks in here. So I was at the show, about a month ago plus, and I was talking with an old-time collector and mask maker there, and he was saying, yeah, Chuck is in really bad shape. At that time, I believe he was already in hospice, and there wasn't much time left. I was like, oh man, not good. Because I knew he was really up there in age. And the guy I was talking to had a couple of Savage Eye masks on his table. And I go, man, I got to buy those because I've been wanting to pick them up. I had some last year that weren't as nice as these, and I sold them. They were repainted, but these two are really great. So I'll get those out in a minute. But I just want to show you this catalog because I don't think you're going to see this thing anywhere, out there. I don't know if Pete has this on the archives or not, on his blog, but pretty cool. What are you doing? Hey, get out of there. Yeah, that's probably not. So the 76 line probably wasn't for 1976. Because there's a 50 line coming up. Okay, I know that ain't from 1950. I kept thinking this was a 70s catalog. Maybe this is 80s. There's some great masks though. Really cool masks by Savage Eye. And you see the bibs? See, I was talking about the bibs that come down on his masks. So that was a signature of a Savage Eye mask. Oh my god. Back then you'd see the bib or a zipper on the back of some masks too. I'm going to show you all these pages because if you're Savage Eye fanatics, you're going to like all of this, We're almost done. Frankenstein. Cool catalog here. And that's cut off. That was cut off from the factory like that. So yeah, nice embossed gold leaf. I mean, that's a nice catalog. Our handmade masks are one of the finest on the market. First, we offer bibs and zippers for a custom fit and remarkably realistic appearance. Okay, we would like to mention a little about the company and the personnel who developed and produced our product. Chuck Curtis, the owner and model maker, has spent many years doing portrait busts, decorative sculpture for the gift market, and figures for wax museums. Therefore, as you can see by our masks, his emphasis is on realism. Many masks are patterned after actual photos supplied by Universal Studios from the original movies. Many of these monsters, including Frankenstein, Mummy, the Creature, are produced exclusively by the Savage Eye. No one else under current contract is allowed to produce them. Maybe this is during the early 80s then. Because in the 70s, Don Post was making those creatures. But not until 1983 did they allow the Universal creatures back on the line. So my guess is this could be 80, 81, 82. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a good clue, though. That's a really good clue as to when this catalog came out because Don Post was offering Frankenstein's in 83. And they were offering them in 77, 76, 77. Maybe not. Yeah, that whole late 70s, early 80s, that could be when this is from. All right. Anyway. The Savage Eye, no one else. Most of our employees are trained by us to assure the highest quality standards for our special processes. Thank you again for considering our line, and we'd like to wish you a successful season. Sincerely, the Savage Eye. All right. I'm trying to be careful with this. This is a great catalog. All right. First, what we'll do is go through the pages, and if we see a mask here that is under this podium, we're going to pull it out. And there is one I just saw when I was showing you. I go, oh, we got that one right here. Well, first we're going to start off with the Frankenstein masks. Okay. Now, the guy that was at the show, who I know, who was selling who was selling a lot of stuff. Mac McDermott, a lot of you probably know him because of his amazing life-size creatures he does, and all the great creature from the Black Lagoon pieces he creates. He had 2 beautiful Savage Eye Frankensteins on his table. And I go, are those for sale? Like, holy shit. And there's a little sign with prices. I go, I gotta buy these because they're so cool, and the price was right. And we were talking about these pieces, and that's when he told us how Chuck was not doing good at all, sadly. And that's when he was telling us how Chuck was not doing good, and things are not looking good, great. He knew Chuck, and I believe the family, so we were like, oh man, not good to hear that. So I said, now I've got to buy these. I got to get these. And my friend Franco has some great Savage Eye Frankensteins in his collection. He has like a bluish colored one of these that I would love to find. Oh, I want to find that one. Anybody out there has that stuff, hit me up, I don't know if this is looking... Hang on. Trying to just give him a sit out here good. So, Chuck, a lot of people would tell me that he was making masks, literally making masks well into his 90s. Late 80s and 90s, still producing masks for people. And in the later years, I don't know if he did this way back in the day, but he would sign them. Here, Charles Curtis, this is number 3. Probably out of the mold this came out of. And this guy, Charles Curtis, no number on this one, just Charles Curtis. And one thing, Justin Mabry was standing there with me, and Justin said, man, he goes, even the rubber's older on these. He goes, these were not the ones he was making in his final times, when he was really not doing good with his health. So these are a little older, but man, they're awesome. They're beautiful. Let's come out here and take a look. I like them because they have completely different... This one's got crazy hair, like this frizzy hair job on it. I love his expression, though. And it's, over the years, I would see Savage Eye Frankensteins come and go, like on eBay and stuff. And I'd own a few here and there, and I'd sell them, and it's like, I should have hung on to them. Because they're so cool. It was like I was in Don Post mode. I was like, if it's not Don Post, it's not staying in this house, like a man. These are obviously 2 different sculptures here. I don't know what years these were. Like I'm not that knowledgeable on what Savage Eye sculptures came out when. This one, you can see it has this scar going back into the head here, and the hair goes around it, which is great. Yeah, this is an older mask for sure. And you can see the Savage Eye is written differently here than it is here. But, I mean, they're just really cool. They have a lot of character to them, especially that guy. But I would love to date these. I would love to find out, when these were from. This particular Frankenstein, I think, is down underneath the desk still. This one in this photo. Yeah, because of the scar and the expression on his face. I think. Hang on. I think these dudes could be later masks than, I don't know, maybe Mask Kahuna can send me an email or give me a call this week and let me know if he can tell me if these came out later in the late 80s or what. I just don't know. Oh, look at that bones. We have him under the desk here. That's a rare mask. Okay, back to the Frankenstein. I'm going to show you the 3rd Frankenstein I have here that Chuck made. And the one coming out, which I've already shown on the channel in a previous video, is a real special one because it was in a movie that I know a lot of you love. I love it. I know a lot of you probably love it. And that movie is Christmas Story. And that was not a Don Post mask under the Christmas tree. That was a really rare and really sought after Savage Eye Frankenstein. This one's not foam filled. He's thin. He's going to be foam filled. His face looks like a little bit of a prune right now, like he was in a swimming pool all day. But he will pop back into shape. He's just kind of just sitting on this paper towel roll for now. But my God, I wanted to find one of these for years, literally years. And I finally scored one. I got to stuff this guy better. He was actually nicer on this thing when he showed up here. But he's just been chilling in the basement on one of the pinball games for quite a while. Look, you see that? See how his face is shaping better? When I put my hands in there, see that? So yeah, this thing, I really need to foam fill this dude and try to get him to fill nicely. It's so difficult. I wonder if I should send this one to the man because I'm nervous about getting it to fill out right and get his facial features right. Let me see if I can get it back on this tube. Check that out. Hopefully it looks good. But yeah, and it's unfortunately I never spoke with Charles Curtis. I know people that have over the years, especially back in the day, even in recent times. They were gonna have him do stuff, and then he just couldn't. You know, they lost touch or whatever. But they said he was such a nice person. Still making masks up to the very end, you know. So I said, you know, this is the first video for October, and I gotta dedicate it to him because Savage Eye is a very, very big part of all of this. Awesome stuff. And we've got a couple more Savage Eye pieces here, so we're gonna leave all these out. I want to leave these guys out so they're visible here, and I want to show you a couple more that are really really weird. One's really weird, one's really rare. And the next one is in this catalog, and it goes by the name of Eason. I think it's Eason or Essen, this weird dude. In the catalog, when you order him, you're like, I don't know what it looks like. Maybe he's flesh colored. Maybe he's got gray hair, maybe not. No, he's green with a pink nose. Crazy looking. This is a wild mask. Obviously, you see the bib in the front, zipper in the back. Dead giveaway that is a Savage Eye mask. Let me see if I can get a stand to put him on. Why not, right? We're on a roll here. It's a crazy mask. I guess has popped up on eBay over the years. Others like it. This is an absolute mint example I bought from a guy I know. I'm not going to say his name. I don't want to cause a ruckus out there where everyone goes and bothers the guy. I'm not all of you. Hold on. I say something, like if I say, oh, I bought a mask for my buddy Billy Bob. Oh, everyone runs to him. What do you got? You got other masks? Oh, you got masks? Are you selling stuff? No, he's selling me a mask. One mask. That's it. God dang it. Okay. So Essen, no idea. This is probably, you know, a spaceman, a space creature. I would say inspired by old Outer Limits stuff, TV shows like that. That would be my guess. But pretty wild that there's one in that catalog and all of a sudden one popped up for sale. I go, yeah, you know what? I want to buy it. I'm probably going to foam fill him too. He's in great shape and he's such a strange, he's so nice. I want to fill him and preserve him. So he may not look great, but he is. He's just wrinkly from just being loose. He's not filled, you know? Aren't these great? These are so, man, if you saw Franco, I'm going to see if I can find a picture of Franco's. But Franco, if the people that see this photo start bothering you to buy it from you, only sell it to me. That's the rules. I don't want to like show you stuff like this and then you don't bother him and then you get it when I'm sitting here telling you how much I want it. It's not fair. All right. We're going to show you one more Savage Eye mask that's here. Because it is bad to the bone. And unfortunately, it's not in the best condition because it spent its life on a styrofoam head in Frank's basement. But it is... It's towards the end. Part of the 50 line. And this is the Bones mask. See the Bones mask on the bottom? Yeah, that's it. That's gotta be it, right? Is it? Yeah, this is it. Oh, yeah. All right. So, look at this thing. I think Frank put these little eyes in the holes. There's little holes you see out of. I really got to study the catalog more. I don't know if those came on here. I don't think they did because you have to see through the holes. Anyway, this poor mask. Oh, look at that. Hard as a rock. What do you know? And what sucks is there's all this crazing in here. If you heat it up with a hair dryer or hot water and try to move it, this thing's just going to crack even more. So what I'm going to try to do, I put them out in the sun for a while. It was just too hard to have the sunlight do it. It's going to be cold. It's fall here. I'm going to put them by the old fireplace one night and just let them hang out for a good half an hour, head first, and just see. You know, I don't want to go nuts with him, but what I want to do is get his features back. I want to be able to pop out these features, like the sunken in cheeks, and make that skull look more like a skull. I have a feeling this thing will look incredible with the eyes sunken in, the cheeks, you know, fixed right, all of this, you know, shaped properly. That will look insane. Do you agree? Sorry, the battery died. Getting that thing to look more like that looks sick. Like, look at that crazy thing. He deserves to be, you know, reshapen and take him off of this dumb styro head. He's got a zipper on the back, but if I move him now, forget it. He'll be toast. Yeah, I have a feeling these do not belong here. I think those were added. That's funny. This whole time I thought they came on there and they did not. Wait a minute. Yeah, they did. Holy shit. I don't know. I swear they're in that photo. I swear those little eyes. Well, then how the hell would you see out of this thing? There's holes there. Clearly, you can see the holes there. But I swear you see those eyeball things on this photo. Maybe that's for when you display it on your shelf. You can pop those in it, you know? That would be cool if Charles Curtis did stuff like that. Like, hey, when you're not wearing it, put eyeballs in it. I don't know. Anyway, either way, guys, with the passing of Charles, we had to dedicate this video to him. It's the least I can do with all that he's done for this hobby and mask collectors and Halloween itself. So, yeah, if you didn't hear the news, it's very sad, but his masks will definitely live on. Let's move on. Once again, Chuck Curtis, thank you for all that you gave us out there. I wish I collected more of your stuff over the years. But I always seen it the whole time I was doing this. I always seen his masks out there, you know, coming and going in collections, and I've owned some of them, but I got a new appreciation for I have a new appreciation for them in the past 5 years. Seeing my buddy Franco's Frankensteins, I'm like, damn, I gotta get those. The colors are what grabbed me. They're so cool. All right, let's pause the filming and see what else we can talk about. Okay, so really quick, I figured I'd mention this. I went to Spirit the other day. Spirit Halloween, just to look around. And one thing I noticed they had, of course, the mask selection. to a guy like me, or to anybody that lived through the 70s and 80s, the mask selection is just, ugh. That's all I'm going to say. But the top hat selection is insane. They had so many different top hats to choose from. Yes, they had short ones, tall ones, deluxe ones, regular ones with red ribbons that are really tall. Anyway, not kidding, they had about 10 different top hats. And normally, you'd say, why are you so excited about that? Because certain masks out there, top hats are a necessity. Not really for iMadman, but he's going to be our model tonight. Top hats will dress up any mask. Oh yes, and make them look rather swell. All I'm saying is, if you have like London After Midnights, if you've got Mr. Hyde's, you know, you got Quaker masks, leprechauns, good top hats can be hard to find throughout the year. So go there now and grab some. I just grabbed a few nice ones for different masks, but look at this. Look how smart he looks. He's a smart fellow now. See that? It's crazy. I just bought this for the hell of it just because I want to see how it look on a mask, but I got some others up there. Figure I'd give you a heads up. Hats up. Go buy some top hats. Yeah, they're great. All right. In other news, I had a problem down here. Yes. I had a mask stand break. A mask stand broke on one of my new prized possessions from Mask Fest. Yes. And she went a-tumbling down. Yes, she did. I came downstairs and go, what the hell's going on? There's shit all over the floor. There's a mask missing. And this poor old girl who I've been in love with since the moment we saw each other's eyes, she fell. Oh, God. Oh, my God. And her hair got all frizzled and frazzled, and I was heartbroken. I go, Matt, what do I do? He said, get a brush, and you can brush her hair. And his daughter said, the one with the one little balls on the tips, that's good. And she goes, yeah. She told me, that's a good one. I've never wanted to brush hair on a mask because I was always afraid I would F it up on a woman's wig. Let's see. I wanted to do this on camera just in case some of you are in the same boat and have women's wig masks. I've got a few here. I've always been afraid to brush them because her hair looked so great. And so one thing you gotta understand is when masks are brand new and they're haired with lots of hair, as you brush them, hair will come out. It's gonna come out. You're not, even Matt said, I think he said, some might still come out. That's just how it goes. You brush it and you're gonna get some coming out. But I want to get those little strands that are scraggly. I want to get them all falling in place here. Get her damn hair. Am I doing it right, Matt? Am I doing it right? I don't want to fuck it up. See, this is what I'm afraid of, is this fucking the ends. I want the ends to still look great. I'm not a hairdresser. I don't know. I have short hair. Put that over her face for now. I'm going to keep trying to just brush her out here. I'm not going to go all the way down over the curls because I'm afraid that part might get fucked up. Hey! There's probably some weirdos with a fetish out there, like half naked already, like, oh, keep brushing. Keep brushing, Rudy. You like that? Am I doing it good? Am I doing it right? Yes. I don't know, I'm trying to get these damn, these loose ones that, I know girls' hair does that, trust me. But I wanted to it to look okay. I don't want it to look like she went tumbling off the shelf, you know? Okay. I think she's going to be okay. I think she's going to be okay. And I wanted her veil to look fine again. Her cool veil. This is part of the whole thing. She's a dream girl, you know? She's a dream girl. Her hair should fall in front of her. Her beautiful hair. Come on. How's this gypsy wig here? She is a gypsy, yes? I'm so insane I'd send it back and go, Matt, redo all the hair. I'll pay you whatever it takes. $400. Just do it. Make it perfect. And her veil, she does have the front veil that pulls up over her face, but we're going to leave that off, of course. I guess that's just how she goes. How this goes? Nobody knows. Come on now. Close to back to normal. But she's close. I could keep brushing her, I suppose. I'll wait till Matt watches this, because I don't want to fuck her up. I do not want to mess this up. Come here, Vampira. We got Vampira. Yes, we do. With long black hair. So this is the Carol Hicks Vampira, which is always a great piece. But every time, here comes the air conditioning kicking on. Sorry, guys. It's hot as fuck in here. I had like the air off earlier today, and I know it's kind of cold out, but. So I guess I should try to brush her hair too, because it's all scraggly. She's been down here for years. So what I'm talking about with this one is, see that? See how the brush is fucking it up? I just made the decision. Oh yeah, that worked great. Hey, look at it. Look how great that worked. Jesus Christ. Oh! Well, now it's got to be sent out to Jason. Is that his name? Jason? Let's just fucking ruin it. Don't look at this side. Just look at this side. It's beautiful. Here, look at her. Look at her hair. Look, it's like Einstein now. Ah. Anyway, I was never happy with her hair. It was kind of sexy because it's just long black hair. I love brunettes. But there's a guy out there by the name of Jason who redid one of these, and then the hair looked incredible. I'm gonna message him and tell him. I already talked to him once about a year ago. I go, dude, I saw your Vampira. Let me see if I can find a picture of that thing. I said I got 2 vintage copies here. I want to rip this hair off. Obviously, it's fucked. Look at that. The brush did not agree with Vampira's hair. Back to the stylist. All right, yes. So, I'm going to tell him I want to remove the hair off of her. I was never that happy with it. It looked good because it used to be real nice and straight. But it didn't look like her real hair. Vampira's hair just didn't look like that. Everyone that always does these, the hair is never right. Okay? Until Jason came along, and his looked pretty amazing. It's like, look at that dude's. And he said, he goes, yeah, I'll do it. I can, send it to me, and I'll let you know what I think. So I'm going to send it to him, because this makes me want to vomit. I've had this piece for probably 14 years. She used to be nice. The paint has aged, which I don't mind, but I think I may have him either tighten up her makeup a little more, like add a little bit to her makeup if he can. If not, totally I want him to redo her hair, which will entail removal of the old hair. I'll be selling locks of it on eBay. Unwashed. No, we won't be doing that. But, yeah, this hair is toast. It was so long. I got your hair. I want to fix her up. I want to make her look great again. I mean, the hair's going back in place a little bit after being brushed, but my God, that made it insane earlier. Like it gets all tangled and starts. I wonder if this could really be brushed and brushed and brushed. Anyway, I got 2 of these babies. So the other one, I'll go get her since we're on the subject of chicks. Oh, they're gonna massacre me. He calls women chicks. I love women. Don't freak out. This one's not too bad. So this was Frank's old David Lady paint job, which I love. That it's like an aged weird green, like she's weird and she looks old. The aging just makes it look like an old piece. And that's why I like it. Of course, she don't look like that, but she looks like a dead version. The only problem with David's old paint job, her pupils are a little, but we can live with it. We could probably doctor that up a little bit. I ain't touching it though because the clear coat yellowed, you know. I like it because it looks old, but her hair is not bad. Her hair is better than that hair. That was just a quick attempt by somebody. So I said, if he can make this thing look that spectacular, I thought about sending him this one next, based on how that one looks. You know what I mean? Jason, I hope your name's Jason, because I keep calling you Jason. Jason, if you see this, I think I'm going to send her out to you, buddy, because it's a good project for the channel. We'll see what Jason can do. Oh, yeah, this one's signed by Doyle of the Misfits. I was there talking to him. I had Vampira's head in my hand. I go, hey, sign this, Walker. And he just looked at me like, oh. I'm like, yeah, just sign it, please. Anyway. And that's that. Got my dream girl somewhat back in shape. I was just waiting to brush her on the channel. I don't know, that was like a half-assed brush job. I'm so afraid of doing that to that. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, you just made it 50,000 times worse, Rudy. You know, but is there one more thing we can go over before we stop filming tonight? Oh, so when I was at speaking of Mask Fest, I ran into Chris McCoy. He's out there on the Facebook groups, and possibly he may be on Instagram. Chris McCoy. Good. I've been doing this Howard Hughes thing here. I hope you don't mind. No, this is apple juice. Chris McCoy is a real solid dude, to say the least. Tattoo artist, father. He's shared some real personal stuff with me, life stuff, and man, good guy. Definitely been through a lot. So Chris is also not only a tattoo artist, but he's going to start making masks. He's already been making masks, but he's going to start making masks and hopefully have a table at Mask Fest, possibly next year. And he kept telling me at the show, he goes, I got a gift for you. I got to hook up. I got a gift for you. I'm like, all right. And we kept missing each other all weekend. And finally, I think on Sunday, he comes and gives me a freaking mask he made me. And look at this sucker. It's super nice detail. Like it's real thick, not too thick, but nice thick. Like look at, see how it's like in, you know, the shape is gonna stay like that. Beautiful paint, crazy sculpture. It reminds me of so many weird things that like weird art I've seen throughout the 90s. I can't put my freaking, I can't pinpoint exactly what it's reminding me of, but it's got a lot of weird stuff I like is in this mask. And Chris, he gave it to me. He goes, it's for you. I'm like, holy shit, dude. Nice glazing on the teeth and the eyes. But watch for Chris. Find him out there if you like this mask. He's going to start making some really cool stuff. Look at those. Gnarly dude here. Thank you again, Chris. He goes, I hope you won't sell it. I go, well, no, I'm not going to sell it. I sell a lot of shit, but I'm not going to sell him. So yeah, Chris McCoy, look him up. his picture on Facebook is like a close-up of I think a back tattoo, probably his. So, man, I looked to the left, and it just brought on a whole conversation in my mind I want to bring up to you guys. Come here, Barlow, you crazy kid. All right, what are we going to talk about? Yes, we're going to talk about the new Salem's Lot. Did you see it yet? I'm not going to do spoilers here, okay? I looked at, someone did a big ass spoiler in either the Grindhouse group or the Video Backrooms group on Facebook, Video Store Backrooms, basically showing everyone, here's what the new Barlow looks like. I'm like, I'm so glad I watched it the night before I saw that photo. I'm like, why would you spoil that for everybody? Anyway, in the comments, you're massacring this film. You know, it's like a remake of the original made-for-television, you know, mini-series that turned into a film, whatever. And I was like, oh, here we go, because I hate pretty much everything that comes out these days. It's very tough to please me when watching a new horror film made on Facebook. I said last 5 years, but last 10 to 15 years. I mean, there's some good ones, but man, they keep remaking shit and just killing it, and not killing it in a good way, just killing it, killing the vibe, making like everything is jump scares and CGI. And I think the CGI thing, people might be taking a few steps back from it. Directors and producers of new movies, thank goodness, are getting a little more into practical effects again, which to me is like, of course, yeah, hello. Man, if I saw a zombie movie out there, like something that came out 10 years ago, there was all these zombie movies that were coming out where you shoot a zombie and all the blood would be CGI, like this weird mist cloud. And you're like, what am I watching? Shut it off in 3 minutes. Like, nope. That kind of stuff, like, don't even waste your time. So everyone in the comments is going berserk on this film. Screw that. Oh, it's, you know, and just hating. And I said, you know what? I liked it. I really liked it. And I put it in my Facebook group, and several guys, old-time horror guys, these weren't like young kids, they all liked it, except Timothy Miller. He's like, are you kidding? I go, no, I'm not kidding. So it's a little rushed. You know, it could have been long. It should have been at least 30 or 40 minutes longer. But visually, there's some really great shots in this movie. It follows the original film, you know, enough. You're like, oh yeah, this is that scene. Here's that scene. It's kind of following along. No, it's not exact to the movie. And yes, some of the scenes they recreated were not, of course, as great as the masterpiece original. But goddamn, it was fun to watch. I'm like, this is great, you know? And there was things happening where I'm like, man, the vampires look really cool. You know, the way they show this one guy, I don't want to say too much, when he's laying in this bed, I'm like, damn, he looks really cool. And just the whole transitioning, and I was like halfway through, I'm like, I really like this movie, you know? And there was towards the end, I go, holy shit, that's brilliant what they just did. Never seen it coming, this one final scene. I was like, holy cow, that was a cool idea. I'm sure those of you that watched it will know what I'm talking about. But don't be afraid to watch it. You know, most stuff made today is terrible. It's not terrible. I want to watch it again. I may watch it again tomorrow. I gotta say, it was like lots of fun. I'm not afraid to say I like stuff anymore on the internet. You know, the internet's created a lot of frenzy. Like, you're supposed to go on these bandwagons. You're supposed to hate. Everyone's supposed to hate this film or that film. Just because everyone else says it's terrible, I better say it too. Oh, yeah. I'm in a big horror film poster group. All vintage, rare shit. You know, and the guy that runs it, he was talking about the movie Thanksgiving. Which was another fun film. Like, I was laughing. I told Eli Roth, I go, dude, I laughed my ass off. I go, job well done. Like, I was cracking up. And it was so fun to leave a movie theater after a horror movie laughing and going with my friends like, that was great, you know? Was it another The Shining or The Exorcist? No, but it was a really fun, low budget-ish B movie type of horror film that it was a slasher film and it was lots of fun, It was Thanksgiving. Like, what did you expect? So anyway, the guy that runs the group is like, this movie is full of bad writing and terrible acting, and I'm thinking, every poster you're bragging about in your group every week from the late 70s and early 80s had bad writing and bad acting, and yet you're like, this is the holy fucking grail poster of Squirm or this. I'm like, it was all bad acting. It was all like, what are you talking about? Saying a new film like, oh, it's got bad acting and bad writing, god damn it. Half the shit you're showing and oogling and drooling over, like, look at this poster, look at this, oh my god. You're showing these horrible movies from the 80s, which we all love, So it's just funny what the internet has done, I don't know, whatever. We're starting this episode off discussing a couple of people out there that just rub me the wrong way. Whether it's with the mask deal, or if you're just a plain old asshole in my groups and get booted, you're probably going to end up on this show. Yes. And here we have that segment once again. People who make me angry. And people you should probably take caution with when dealing on the internet buying masks. So I went and bought a mask on eBay the other day. One I've mentioned on here 9 times minimum that I'm looking for. I've been searching for, and you all know the story if you're followers of this channel. And by the way, sorry about the mess. I'm rearranging a shitload of masks the next couple days, and shelves and all that. But anyway, I had to stop and film this because I have to ship a mask back to a wonderful eBayer out there. So, those of you that watch this channel know about the trio back there. The hacked, grizzled, and blasted masks that are originals, and good old Jordu Shell customized them when he was 15 years old by adding more blood on them for my old buddy Frank. Remember that? You all know the story. Some people apparently don't. But as you know, yeah, that's a customized set from the 80s. And you guys know I've been trying to build the other set of 3 with factory paint-ups. So the other day, my good buddy Darren, who's one of the biggest distortions collectors in the world, he goes, hey man, I know you're looking for a grizzle. There's one on eBay. We gotta be very careful with this one, guys. Oh yes. Don't want to get blamed for anything else. Fucking bullshit. So listen. Let's stuff him a little bit more. Yeah, I got another grizzle. And I looked at the picture. I was driving, you're not supposed to text and drive. Sometimes when I'm out in the country though, I'll sneak a little bit and look real fast and go, Darren's texting me a mask, I better look. He said 1985 Distortions Unlimited Grizzle. So I go, holy shit. He goes, I know you're wanting one. I go, yeah. I've had a hard time finding another copy of this. So it's listed by a seller by the name of Rudos, not Rudy, Rudos Epic Props. He's an epic prop builder, guys. Epic. Which means if you're an epic prop builder, you're probably familiar with the world of latex rubber, I would assume. Maybe. One thing he's not familiar with, though, is your friendly neighborhood Crimson Ghost, is he? Which we will all find out. So anyway, I buy the mask, $198. I go, that's a decent price. You know, I can't... The thing is, he said the mouth was a little sticky. He says here, I will post his description of this mask because I want y'all to know what went down and what I'm, you know, kind of being accused of, which is fucking ridiculous. Okay, he puts a video up. I couldn't copy and paste that video at the time I was driving. So it says, here's an incredible Distortions Unlimited Grizzle Mask from 1985. Number one, we have incredible, folks. Number two, the mask is in very nice condition. That's number two. Incredible, very nice condition. Ironically, the area by the tongue is a little sticky. A little sticky. I can live with that. I can probably fix that if it was a problem, blah, blah, blah. All the other latex is great. It's great, folks. I'm like, well, I said, Darren, I'm going to take a chance. Oh, and sometimes when you take chances, folks, in life, they don't always end up great. Great like the condition of this latex. Or very nice like the condition of this latex. Or incredible like the condition of this latex. According to Rudos, the epic prop builder. And I start looking at the mask. I turn it around and I go, what the f... Right away, I took it out of the box. I go, what the F? So once you look at it from about 8 inches away, it's loaded with cracking, like horrible crazing, meaning this rubber's breaking down. You see that? Watch. You see that? There's also, well, there's no hole there, but everywhere you look, horrible crazing that when you touch it like this, you simply touch it, it all pops and you see horrible separation. The whole back of the neck is a big strip of that cracking. I go, what the fuck is that? You know, there, I'll say it. So then, I look between the eyes, and I run to the eBay photos, and I go, shit. On the very back photo, when you see the neck, and you go and zoom in on that photo real big, you could see the crazing on there, right? But, look here, between the eyes, it's ripped. There's a crack here, it's ripped there. I'm going to show you photos of this stuff so you can see it with your own eyes. That's not the best part, though. Other side of the mask, same thing. All that crazing it's everywhere. All cracking through here. This is not great latex. This is latex that's breaking down and deteriorating after 40 plus years, okay? There's a hole right there. Look, there's a hole, see? Because the latex is breaking down, like I said. Look, hole there. That's not the worst of it, though. I look under the mask. I go, what the fuck is this? There's a big hole there. So big, I could put my pinky through it. Okay. So I'm like, wow, it is a little sticky. I'll give you that. The tongue is a little sticky. Because, who knows why? Maybe because... I go, this mask is not great. It's not incredible. It ain't very nice. It's bullshit. And of course, in his description, sold as is, no returns and exchanges. Why? Why would you state that? Why would you go to the trouble and say as is, no returns, no exchanges? When the mask is incredible, you shouldn't have to worry about that. You don't understand. So I show it my eBay group, and everyone's pissed off. They go, what a crock of shit. They're like, yeah, that dude's in all the groups. You know, on eBay, he has one negative feedback. He has a lot of good ones. I'll give him that. But, so today is Monday. I reached out to him Friday. Sent him 2 different messages Friday, like, this is not what you described. Let me read it, because I want you guys to hear if I'm out of line here. Okay? I want you all to know. I said, you stated this mask was in very nice condition and latex was great. It's horrible, and the rubber is breaking down. It is loaded with cracks and even has holes in it. That's all I said. Sent him 3 messages with several photos, and that's all I said. So then he ignores me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4 days goes by, no reply. I don't think he's intending on replying because he did say no returns, no exchanges. But I know good old eBay is going to protect me on this if he doesn't go through with my wishes and refunding this, right? So today, I copy and pasted my previous message, and then I follow it up. I go, absolutely not what you advertised. I'll be going through the process of a refund through eBay. I never once said anything bad. So, Rudy's going to read what Rudo wrote. It's the Rudy and Rudo showdown. He says, good morning. I just got back from a long weekend. I did not see any of those cracks when I took the photos, so I'm a little suspect. It is eBay, and you can easily receive the item and tear it, and then say it didn't match the description. Yeah, you could do that. You could go, I tore it in half. Hey, it wasn't like that. That's not the case here, Rudo. Fuck! Rudy's going to explain something to you. This is deteriorating latex. You know the condition of the mask. It feels like shit. It feels dry. It's cracking. It's sticky, yeah. Oh, I just got back from a long weekend. Did you not bring your phone with you? Did your eBay app and phone stay at home? Anyway. Easily receive it, didn't tear it. And then, okay, yeah, it says it is eBay. You can easily receive an item, tear it. Then he goes, not saying that's what happened. But you know a seller has no recourse but to accept any return. Goddamn right, and you're accepting this fucking return. Then he follows up, kindness and civility can go a long way. Happy Halloween. Kindness? I wasn't being mean to you. I wasn't trying to rip you off. Kindness and civility. I love when people try to rip you off and they go, you should be more kind. You're being a dick. Pointing out things. You're blaming me for this? You're blaming me. Oh, I don't know. It wasn't like that when I took the pictures. You want to fucking bet? You want to... Look at that. I didn't even notice that one. Look at... Yeah, I just did... Oh, I just did that. I just did all this. I just went, oh, make it older. Make it fall to pieces. Make it all cracking like that. So I can get my money back because I'm not happy with it. You know how bad I wanted this fucking mask? What? Not today. Come on. I said if you start blowing up your eBay photos, you will start seeing the fine cracking everywhere. I should probably help him right now and show you guys because I videoed his eBay photos just so you would see I'm not at fault here. I didn't make all those tiny cracks appear with my magic wand. I don't know if you I don't know if you realize who I am, but I'm one of the biggest collectors in the world. To say I did this damage is insane. When I've been looking for this third mask to complete the trio I talk about online several times on my channel. There's no way I could have recreated the rotting and deterioration of this latex rubber on your mask. That is ridiculous to even go there. So yeah, he's refunding it because I think he knows he can't fight it. But dude, you were hoping 100% I'd be like, oh shucks. He said as is. He said no refunds or exchanges. What the fuck? I'm just, I'm just doing a public service here to the community as I always do. As you guys know, I've been in this game for a long time, buddy. And I'm going to tell people when dealing with others in this community that they need to be careful of. I'm going to show them firsthand what the fuck I'm dealing with here. Yeah, this mask is... Yeah, in this condition, I would probably say I'd pay $40 for the damn thing. It's going to keep rotting. It's going to keep going and going and going. Unless you foam fill it, it's still going to rot. Whatever. But anyway, that's that. case closed. He did go through with wanting to refund my money, which was great. Didn't have to fight eBay. I was going to leave a negative feedback instantly, and then eBay's like, you have to wait tough. Like 8 days or 10. I'm like, what is this? I'm not buying a firearm. I got to wait. This is a cooling off period. You got to wait to leave a negative or neutral. Okay, whatever. I'll still be pissed off 8 days from now. Moving on. We have another guy in the hobby that is just a complete a-hole. This guy, I don't even know how this guy found my group. I don't know why he's in mass groups. You guys need to, if this guy's in your mass groups, I want you to see how he talks to others and what he thinks of your latex rubber masks that you collect. And you should boot him from your groups. Yes, get him out of your groups. Crimson Ghost is telling you this dude is not one to be nice to anymore. Get rid of him. He's not an asset to the community at all. You know, this is my opinion. You can run with it, or you could say, no, he's a great guy. Dude's a fucking... So, I jump on my page. We've all been collecting the little Ben Cooper guys from NECA, okay? The little trick-or-treaters with the vintage Ben Cooper masks, right? And I'll post in there like, hey, I found some more, because they're hard to get. Some guys are lucky. You could walk into a FYE or a Target or a Walmart, and they'll be there. Like, there'll be 6 of them or 3 of them or 1 of them. And I got other friends all over the country like, I can't find these damn things. What the hell? And they want them really bad. So I went and I saw 3 complete sets of 5. Okay, and don't ask me if you can buy these. 1's mine, 2 are already gone. Okay, they will. I'm sure they'll be available in the future, but right now you can't get the damn things. So I go here. I found 3 sets. The lady said, "Oh my God!" I put them aside, put them out. And I said, "I bet that one guy's going to come back and buy them all." Ha ha! And everyone's laughing like it's pretty funny. That's all I said. But then that's when Mr. Richie DeJoseph pops up in my... I've never seen this guy in my life. He goes, "It's COVID all over again, except it's not toilet paper, fools." Well, I'm like, what? I go, Richie, fool. The first 3 sets I scored, which was like a month ago, or I said I profited $600 on them. Not a bad morning. I said I just sold 2 of these sets to my friends, which paid for my 3rd set, and my friends still got a good deal. It's not, you know, it's a very simple thing we're talking about here in my mask group, okay? This guy goes on, "Yes, fool! Good for you! You made a bunch of chump change to make a profit by ripping people off for a higher price." Chump change, huh? "And they are fools for paying more. But just like paying for something made out of latex that eventually will melt. The world is whacked. Have fun with your toys." I'm like, what the fuck did I do to you, motherfucker? Richie DeJoseph. Then Darren Williams steps in like, the only fool I see is a fool like you that joins a group about overpriced collectibles and latex masks that melt and then bitches about it. Who's whacked? Bye, Felicia. So obviously this guy doesn't care about latex masks. I booted him out of the Skull group. I think I booted him out of the Be Something Studio group. But this guy, like, what's your deal, man? What? We find these things that are hard to find. Hey, I found some more. Oh, tell us, Mr. Richie. Tell us about your amazing life as a collector and what you've amassed out there. You want, chump change. I sent him my video. I go, here, I just sold a watch for $1.8 million in Monaco. That's not chump change, is it? Then I just ignored the fucking guy, What, just because I say $600? You think that's the only money I made this year? Again, guys, I'm sorry that I did not dive into October full force. I've been restoring the Trans Am big time. Like, we're working our asses off. I'm restoring components, getting them all ready to put back on the car. The car's all painted. I can't just drop the ball. Like, go time. We gotta get this shit going. So that's taking up a lot of my time. I leave Thursday again for Lexington with the CUDA for Scarefest. Still waiting here if they got a room for me. I don't know if I have a room or not. All right. Happy October. Halloween's coming. We need to do some videos. Yes. Anyway, at least you got this one for now. We've talked about the great Chuck Curtis of Savage Eye. Thank you for all the great masks, Chuck. Making Halloween a little more special all these years. Oh, if you're watching this live, if you're watching this on October 11th, 2024, this Sunday, set your DVRs for MeTV, 5:30 Central Time. Collector's Call. My episode's airing this Sunday.
On the next Collector's Call.
This is a monster collection.
A collector's crypt
This is legitimately scary.
of vintage Halloween masks. Sunday at 6:30, 5:30 Central.
On the 13th of October, 2024. And that's the fact, Jack. Right, mustache? All right. Good night.